Peace, it is me, Soli, and I'm out here spreading that positive energy. Hopefully, you feel it too. And now let's jump right in and learn something new. Okay, well, also let me say this. So, if you guys find any sort of value to this video, please do leave a like and don't forget to subscribe, as that always helps me. Okay, now let's jump right into the video. So, today, I wanted to make this solar plexus video, right? So what is the solar plexus? Things that correspond with the solar plexus, whether that be the crystals, deities, the archangel, and things of this nature. Alright. So the solar plexus chakra is the third chakra, right? It's the third chakra within the human energetic system. And it's also to a degree like the third chakra in which we develop as human beings. The root chakra being the first, the sacral chakra being the third. So when it comes to like the root chakra, we experienced it around, we start developing it around the age of like 2 to 3 years old is when we start to truly develop our solar plexus, even though of course it does vary because we are all different and we all come here with different energies. And I do believe that most definitely that there are certain beings here who might have a different energy structure than what is deemed to be the norm, deemed to be the 7 chakras. Like I do believe that there's certain beings who come here with maybe less chakras or more chakras, and etc. So let's jump right into the solar plexus. So ultimately, I like to say that the solar plexus is like the inner sun. It's like our inner sun because the solar plexus element is fire. The solar plexus' ruling planet is the sun and Mars as well, as the solar plexus is all about one's drive. It's all about one's vitality, one's liveliness, one's ability in a sense to express themselves energetically and be independent as well, because the sacral chakra is, the solar plexus, my bad. The solar plexus energy is such a like Aries energy. So if you can channel in that Aries energy, then you will have a better grasp and understanding of the solar plexus, But yeah, so the solar plexus is ultimately all about action. It's about taking initiative. It's about doing things. It's about establishing independence within one's life. It's about realizing that you're the one who's in control of your life. This is where this is the solar plexus. And I did make a video, I think like a week ago, talking about the suppression of our solar plexuses and how we live in a society where the solar plexus is most definitely being suppressed intentionally. And this is why a lot of us don't particularly really have like the vital energy we need, because a malfunction of the solar plexus would be fatigue, intense or chronic fatigue, being tired. This would be a malfunction of the sacral chakra, the solar plexus. But yes, like we are most definitely living in a society where in actuality all of our chakras are technically suppressed. Even though it is said that we live in the lower chakras in this Western society, and the reality of it is, even though we are living in this Western society that's promoting the lower chakras energy is still being expressed through means that's not particularly natural, And when it comes to the solar plexus, our power center, we have been made to believe that our power lies external of us, because you see the solar plexus is all about internal power. It's all about understanding and knowing that your power lies within. The solar plexus corresponds with the throat chakra. So with that being said, an important crucial role, an important like aspect to have within you to truly sustain a healthy solar plexus is having that ability to communicate with yourself, to have a dialogue with yourself, to be on the same page as yourself, to actually understanding yourself. They say knowledge is power, most definitely, especially knowledge that's about you. Knowledge itself is the most powerful knowledge out there, and this really helps you to in a sense promote that, fiery nature of the solar plexus. The solar plexus element is fire, it's most definitely fire. So connecting to fire, connecting to the element of fire, sitting in front of a fire and channeling in that energy, feeling the beauty of fire, feeling the calmness that fire brings, yet the destructive it holds, and just understanding that you have that energy within you is very healing to the solar plexus. And like I previously said, it's all about intention. Intention is the beginning of everything. If you can intend something, then you can will it into existence. And that is what the solar plexus is all about. The solar plexus is all about willing, or willpower, willing something into existence. As I did the my manifestation video with the chakras, when I got to the solar plexus, I did mention how the solar plexus was the stage in our life where we start to the stage of manifestation, where we actually start applying and taking affirmative action, acting upon our will and things of this nature, and most definitely that is what the solar plexus is all about. So the solar plexus is located in the navel, or the abdominal, you can say. Its element, like I said, is fire, its food is starches, and its external manifestation is plasma. The sun and any form of plasma is an external manifestation of the solar plexus. You also need to understand that everything is reflecting itself. As above, so below. As within, so without. Everything is a reflection of itself. And I also forgot to mention the sounds. Is it the sound? Or the seed sound, I should say. The seed sound of the chakras, I forgot to mention those in my previous chakra. So ultimately, with the root chakra, the seed sound would be lam, so like lam, and just feeling that energy, and then with the sacral chakra, it'd be sam, so like sam. And then with the root chakra, with the solar plexus, it's ram. So it's like ram. Okay, so there's that. And I also forgot to mention the foods, I think. I must have forgot to mention the foods. Every chakra correlates with the food, So when it comes to the root chakra, its food is ultimately protein or anything that is dense. So meats, but we vegans out here don't really consume meat, so I guess we can just pertain it to like any form of protein. Protein is the food of the root chakra, and then the sacral chakra, it's fluid in its nature. So the sacral chakra doesn't particularly have a food, but it's liquid. When you are consuming liquid, you are feeding the sacral chakra. Now the sacral chakra's food are starches, sugars, and anything that gives you abundance of energy, as the solar plexus is our energy center. It literally is our energy center, It rules the digestive system, where we get energy technically. Yes. It is literally the energy center that is within us. It is the fire that is within us, and also at the end of this video, I will share a meditation, but more of like a breathing exercise, the breath of fire, I think it is, yes, because this will help you rise that fire within, and it'll help cleanse your body, detoxify you in a sense, and give you energy as well. But yeah, so stay tuned for that at the end. So The sacral chakra has 10 petals. The root chakra has 4 petals, I want to say. It's either 4 petals or 2 petals. And then the solar plexus has 6 petals. Then the root chakra either has 2 petals or 4 petals. I feel like it's 2 petals though. So root chakra is 2 petals, sacral chakra is 4 petals, and then sacral chakra is 6 petals. And then when we get to the solar plexus, it's 10 petals, right? So a couple of deities that correlate with the solar plexus. Sorry, I get those two mixed up. So deities that correlate with the solar plexus. So like Ra, the sun god of Egypt, Apollo, Bridget, Ametreus, and Helios. Helios also correlates with the solar plexus, you know. So a suite, we should say, that correlates to the solar plexus, astrologically speaking. I mean, when we're talking about tarot, it would be the suite of the wands, you know, because it's like the wands is ultimately, it is all about technically growth, you know, technically doing things you need to do to get something, to get somewhere, you know. And that is what the solar plexus energy is all about. It's all about doing, taking action, taking affirmative action. So planets, as I said, are Mars and the Sun. The glands that the solar plexus rules are the pituitary gland and is it the pituitary gland? Glands. My bad. The pancreas. So it rules the pancreas and the adrenal. Sorry, like this is not even my first language. English is not even my first language. So I apologize for being all over the place, you know. So a couple crystals, you know, a couple minerals for the solar plexus. So the solar plexus metal is iron. Tiger's eye is a good crystal. Yellow citrine, amber, and any crystal that's ultimately yellow or any crystal that you know will boost your energy is good for the solar plexus, right? Now, some herbs, like I guess I'll just say herbs, I'll just leave it at herbs. Some herbs that correlate with the solar plexus would be dragon's blood, sandalwood, saffron, musk, and well, that's pretty much it for turmeric and ginger. Cinnamon and ginger, my bad, cinnamon and ginger. Because you do gotta keep in mind that the solar plexus is cinnamon, because the solar plexus is all things sweet. While the sacral chakra is all things sweet, but the solar plexus feeds off of starches and sugars and things of this nature, right? That's its food. So its corresponding verb would be I can do it, I am in control of my life, I can do this, I can do that. It's all about doing. It's that Aries energy. And no coincidence, its animal is the ram, you know. And the sense it rules is the sight. Archangel is Michael. And it ultimately rules, it also rules combustion, boom, and anger. Combustion and anger, you know. So its functions are willpower. So your willpower, your ability to will whatever it is you desire into existence. Its It's willpower, assertiveness, being assertive, taking control of your life. But it's also all about joyfulness, laughter, and anger. So ultimately, like I said, it's in a sense kind of an explosive energy. And when you laugh or when you're joyful, that energy is explosive. It is very, in a sense, like it's felt. It's a big presence, and that's ultimately, in a sense, the sacral chakra. The solar plexus. Keep getting the two mixed up. Can't be doing that. So body parts, as I said, it rules the digestive system and the muscles as well. So a couple of malfunctions of the solar plexus would be ulcers, diabetes, digestive issues, and as I said, the archangel, it would be Michael. The corresponding archangel would be Michael. So yes, well, let me also mention that its identity, like its identity body, would be the ego. The solar plexus is what allows us to identify with our ego. The solar plexus is our independence, our ego, and things of this nature. So yes, as I said, the solar plexus is all about doing, taking action, taking affirmatives, taking control of your life. The solar plexus is, in a sense, what allows us to form a relationship with ourselves, as it is its identity is the ego. So as I said earlier, the solar plexus corresponds with the throat chakra. If someone has a strong solar plexus, then most of the time they'll have the ability to articulate themselves, speak up for what they believe in is right, and things of that nature. Now, ways of healing the solar plexus. So yes, as I said, one of the ways you can heal your solar plexus is by taking time aside to forming a relationship with yourself, knowing thyself, establishing that knowledge of self. A great way to do this is to get a natal chart reading, and I offer natal chart reading, so you can hit me up. My page is in the description, so it's like if you want to book a reading with me, you can always go to my page, and you can go to my page, which will be in the description, and book a reading, But yes, once you have that establishment of who you are, then you become more powerful. They say knowledge is power, especially knowledge of self. I said that twice, but it's necessary, So another way to heal the solar plexus is like connecting to your masculine energy, understanding, and also connecting to your lower chakras as well, because they work as a whole ultimately. Because once you are connected to your root chakra, which is all about the right to receive, the right to have, then this is also, in a sense, a sacred chakra. Its energy is solar plexus-like as well, So connecting back to your lower chakras as well. So you can go check out my videos I did on the lower chakras, the previous two lower chakras. But yeah, like ultimately taking control of your life, like stop being submissive, and knowing that you're the one who's in control of your life, your reality, and actually take control of it. It is easier said than done, but what you need to understand is baby steps are steps forwards too. So a good way to start is your diet. Like start by controlling what you eat. Maybe that might be a big step, but yeah, start somewhere. Starting is very crucial to healing. Everything starts when you start. Everyone wants to change, but no one wants to make a change. Like that's what they say. That's a well-known saying. But yes, also connecting to the fire element is also very healing to the solar plexus, and the color of the solar plexus would be yellow. So surrounding yourself with the color yellow, or consuming food that is resonating at the frequency of yellow, these are all things that are very healing to your solar plexus. Now for the meditation. So for the meditation or the breathing exercise, first of course you want to sit in an upright and comfortable position, you know. Then you want to start focusing on your breath. Start breathing, and then focus your attention in a sense to your diaphragm. Now what you want to do is when you breathe in, you want to snap your diaphragm, or like you want to expand your diaphragm forward. So technically try to breathe into your diaphragm. And then now start flowing. Catch a rhythm, you know, and start flowing with it. So like, you know, start breathing and start expanding and contracting, but after a while this should just be natural. Your diaphragm should be, your abdominal or your stomach should be naturally going in and out, and you know, in a sense, experiment with it, and yes, just do this consistently, a flow. And what you want to do, a good place to start is 60 reps. Do 3 sets of 60, right? So do 60 fire. Do 60 fire breaths and do 3 reps. So do it. So that's a total of 180, you know. Big number, but trust me, it's not that much. So a couple of yoga positions. So the first yoga position you can do is a woodpecker. Well, these are more exercises than anything. So what you want to do to perform the woodpecker is you get up and you expand. You go up, right, and then you spread your legs, so then you have enough room for you to technically try to imitate a woodpecker, and this would be the beak, and what you're peeking at is like, you're not really peeking at anything, but I hope you guys get what I'm saying. But honestly, it's really hard to explain unless I do it. And then the next one would be the bow pose, you know. And then after that, you can try the belly push. And then after that would be the pig pose. And then after that, you can try the sun, or creating the sun. You know, you could look all of these up, or you can go on Google and look up yoga positions that correlate with the solar plexus, you know. Because I'm so sorry, but it's not that easy for me to explain these, and I'm not in the setup, you know, to do them. But yes, I guess that pretty much concludes it all. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and if you like this, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And you know, as I say, namaste. Have a blessed day.